Hi everybody, Mature Simmer here. So as you can see from the screen, and as you hopefully were able to see on the thumbnail, early 1981's World of Golf Season 4 is officially underway. We're here at the Carmichael Challenge qualifier at Kincruan. I believe that's going to be in Ireland, Scotland, something like that. From the image of the graphic with the tartan plaid thing, I'm assuming it's a kilt or something like that, so we'll go with Scotland. I think there's pot bunkers and this, that, the little bit I've seen, but we've got 2 rounds, always 2 rounds. So I talked about last time, if you joined me last week when I introduced this to the channel, I said I'd get into a little bit more detail once I understood where things stood. Again, this is speculation on my part. There may have been some description somewhere that I have missed. If so, I apologize for that. But this is what I understand. I see at this point, as of the moment I'm getting ready to record this, that we have 59 people signed up for Season 4. I believe they are allowing signups to continue through the qualifier, and if people get their 2 rounds done, they're in as far as qualifying. Now, what does that mean going forward? This is where it gets potentially a little bit murky, because I did see some comments where someone asked if there was a cut. There is not a cut. It says, I don't know that there is a cut at any point in these events, because there are only 2 rounds. So the cut would have to be at the first round. But I think there's, positioning of where you're at. And given that this is a qualifier, unless it's simply completely open to just seed you and that nobody's eliminated, that's really, I guess, what I'm unclear on yet. Because what I seem to see is they have put up 4 leagues. So, like, TGC has Platinum and Kinetic and Elite, and then you get into Challenge Circuit where they have, I think, about 12, 13 flights, and there's 200-300 people in each flight, because obviously that's a much more active group. What I see here are 4 leagues of 12 slots apiece. So the Legends League is the top. Then there's a Rising Stars, a Galaxy League, and a Padawan League. So if you haven't gotten a clue, there's a little bit of Star Wars-y stuff in here. Now, when they gave the original announcement, there were, I think, up to 7 leagues, but they did say it's going to be dependent on how many people sign up and qualify. So, and that may be why we see what we see right now. Is up until later today, this morning, there were 58 people signed up. So when this got released and started, because today is the 17th, there were 58 people that had signed up. Now, again, people may sign up and may not participate, so I'm sure that's part of what's going on. So instead of just saying, hey, I need slots for 58 people, they said, well, we're going to go ahead and give slots for what I would understand right now to be 48 people. And if we need a 5th league to be available, because we do have 60 or something more than 48, they may just do that. And then as we play each event, I think we're allowed, based on our play, if we do extraordinarily well, we'll move up. So as of the recording right now, it appears 12 players have played, and right now they all sit in the Legends League. The other 3 leagues are empty. Obviously, I'm going to start playing. I'm not going to get both rounds done, and that's the thing. I'm not seeing anything on the board that shows someone who played 1 round. So I think until we play 2 rounds, we're not going to show up on the leaderboards. And again, the leaderboards are Google Sheets. They're not on a website or anything. So I'm sure they're manually maintained to some degree. I mean, yes, the sheet may have some background formulas and so forth that help the person who's maintaining it go ahead and maintain it. So it may move people around and whatever, but right now it's just seeding people in order based on their scores. And right now the scores, again, it's a 2-round event, so keep this in mind, are ranging from 34 under to 13 over. So those are the folks that have qualified so far. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to jump in here to round 1. All right, a par 72 course, 7,200 yards, 7,000 yards, white tees, black tees, extremely firm fairways, firm greens, and a relatively high, fast 8.9 green speed. So again, I've seen in the 10 range. I've seen 10.1. I think the highest range I've ever played is 10.3. So this is not ridiculously fast, but obviously it's listed as fast. And the extremely firm, which you can see with the picture on the side, where it just looks like probably equal amounts of sand and grass, that can become really intriguing based on bounces and so forth. So white tees, first pin position. So that's the uniqueness that I saw in the preseason round that I played last weekend. Is obviously they have 4 pin positions to pick from. So they picked 1 and 3 last time. We'll see if they do that this time. Maybe that's just the norm. So we've got medium wind. That's nice to see. They're not going to be awful to us right away. Everything else stays at default. So extremely firm fairways, firm greens, fast green speed. So I'm not extremely concerned about where I end up. A lot of, what I'm doing, I just enjoy playing. So just doing that, where I end up is where I end up. I mean, again, there's a danger potentially of maybe they're just going to limit us to 48 slots, and anybody who doesn't fall into that, you just don't get to play beyond that. So that's where I've been obviously leaving and some flexibility in what I'm sharing on the channel. Is yes, right now, if there's something to do for early in that week, you will see it on Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday will be the normal career filler. Instead of having 3 career filler episodes a week that we did with TGC, I'm now putting early in, and then whatever else we need. So yeah, if there are things that either maybe I can't do, whatever, or I'm not allowed to do, obviously, yes, then we go back to 3 fillers of the career again. As it sits right now, I've gone ahead and I've moved all the career rounds out, so you only see them on Mondays. Haven't played any more since I've done it for a little while, and again, I did come back for a moment after I improved my swing. So there are some career rounds out there in the future for you to see where I've kind of learned to play better, air quotes type of thing. But right now, I think February 23rd of 2026 is where those go out to. And I'm sitting here talking to you on November 17th, as I talked about. So that gives you a little bit of an idea, but I'm a little bit of, hey, I'm willing to learn, so if I end up being a Padawan in the lowest league, I'm okay. I don't really care. I just enjoy playing, and, I'll do the best I can and see where we end up. But right now, there's only 2 people of the 12 that have ended up over par. Everybody else for the event is under par. So just keep that in mind. 10 out of 12 are under par. So I need that as my goal, obviously, to do well and make sure I'm able to play. So I would say at this point, my goal needs to be in the top 48 because that's what I see on the spreadsheet. My guess is if we get one more person willing to go and we get 60, they'll open up a 5th league and they really won't cut anybody. And that might be what they meant with, no, there is not a cut. But I don't want to assume that. I want to obviously play and assume there is some sort of a cut, just like in TGC where we have to qualify to get a tour card, and if we don't qualify, we just play in the qualifier forever. It's just in this mod, you've got 10-week seasons, basically 7 rounds of playing, 3 rounds of playoffs. I think there's a bit of a difference in this season in that I think they have 2 weeks of holiday events popped in there because I think they're assuming people will be unable to play consistently through the holidays, so they're basically going to become like exhibition events like the one we had last week. A little bit open again. Been having more of that problem lately than I would certainly like. Alright, not horrendous, but we're going to be 20 feet away at least. 25, even worse. So, let's see what we can do. 159, so it's definitely a little faster than the 151 we normally see. Alright, distance was maybe okay, but I was not on a good direction, so let's just par this and move on. Alright, so we're still purple. I don't know if purple is their color. If Early just likes purple and everything stays purple, it may. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I remember with TGC if the colors change or not. Interesting. Do we just go here? I think I'm going to go over here. So that will be my call there. Alright. A little light on the power, but other than that, we're okay. And yes, that was what I was hoping, because I was going the other way. I'm angling it a lot more. I'm like, I'm going to end up in the rough, and I'd rather not do that. I don't like being in the rough. You may enjoy that, but I don't. Alright. So, I'm going to put that there. Let's see what we can do here. Alright, well, perfect's the important thing. I need the bookends. The rest is important too, but it's not going to kill me as much. So, 10 feet, 8 feet, 1 inch down. I'm a little worried. I'm going to go right to the edge. If it doesn't break at all, I'm in trouble. Alright, it did move. An eagle on the second hole. I will take that. I will be happy. I see Phenom Jones appears. The only reason that becomes important is they had some difficulty signing up, it seemed. Although it was for a different league. So hopefully they got into the over 40 league that is also available. Yes, that one's not on the channel. It may come to the channel, but right now it just seems that's like, hey, play, but there's not a scoreboard or anything on that. Now, if it comes to the channel, we're going to have a little bit of a problem, because it's like, well, where does it fit? Because now I have more than a week's worth of content, because that is also a 2-round per thing, but it's also for folks over 40, old, mature folks, like myself, the old farts that try to play this game along with the young whippersnappers. So, let's see. R3's my least favorite holes of all. Because you make a mistake, and you gotta fight it, then. Alright, we're on. We're far, though. We're far. We're far. We're far. So, if I somehow birdie this, it's a gift. But if not, I should be able to par it, I would hope. So, don't want to go too far. Maybe too weak. Yeah, too weak. And I'm just trying to be careful. I don't want to screw up if I don't need to screw up. I might need to change that belt. Makes me feel like I should be on the Chippendale floor or something with that hole. sparkly thing. I don't know. It was what was available at one point. Although, I don't know that we've really gotten additional belts available to us. So there is that. So there may not be a lot of options, is my point. So, it's just, alright, well, that's alright. So, there is a 18 fairways in regulation achievement that I've never gotten. So, there is potentially that out there. This is really my only option here. So, I'm going to give this a whirl. So I don't think it's going to drop down that much, and 8 is a lot. Alright, perfect, perfect, overswing perfect, so in essence 4 perfects. Alright. Creeping up. This one's interesting, is all I can say. It's interesting. Interesting. Ah, really? Oh, thank goodness. Wow, I was like, really? It's gonna go that far over? But somehow it came back, so I love it. 3 under, I love that. Just hoping I can keep it going. Alright, I should be able to go here. I don't see why not. Alright, again. A little strong, never hurt anybody. It's my swing. It's what I do. So, alright. 6 yards, go up 6. So we might want to go... Oh boy. Little bit of partial. Ah, that's too low. 86. What are you doing, Simmer? What are you doing? Ah, it didn't turn out too bad, but what are you doing? Ah, that was unpleasant. Come on. Thank you. I was like, just stay on that line. Don't hurt me. All right. 9. No, I'm not saying no in German. I'm just looking at how fast things are blowing. All right, now we really got all perfect. Don't know if that's gonna matter, but that's what we got. 326. All right, 20 feet up. 5. It's gonna roll up. All right, interesting. I think this is what I want. That's what I'm gonna do. Alright, a little bit closed, but that's okay. If I gotta make an error, I'd rather go in that direction. Good bounce. Oh. Oh my goodness, why couldn't she hit the pin? Would have been wondrous. I mean, it would have been better if it went in, but... Okay, let's see. 4 inches down. Maybe? Maybe? Baby. All right. An eagle. Who is playing here? It's like an out-of-body experience right now. I hope I don't suddenly fall back into my body. 'Cause that would not be fun. Wow, these greens are insanity. Okay. Pitching wedge. This is what I want. This is what I want. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Bounce nicely. Ah, okay. Let's see. Uphill, though, so it won't move much, or shouldn't move much. But we gotta go a little further. Ah, it didn't move much. I was right, but I overpowered it a little bit, so that didn't help. Oh, come on. No, you're awful. What are you doing? That's why you don't want to be up above sadness. See? I get all excited about being out of body and bam, right back in. Just smack me across the head and say, yeah, get with it, dude. I don't like that. Ooh, alright. I don't want to end up in those pot bunkers. Pot bunkers are not fun. They basically cost you a stroke almost guaranteed unless somehow you barely get in, and then maybe you can add a club. But you're likely not able to. Alright, 9 feet up. Pitching wedge. Alright, 9 iron. It's going to roll a little bit. We got a bit of a movement there. We're uphill. I'm half tempted to leave it there. I think I'm going to. So my logic is I'm uphill, it's going to pull me back some. I got lucky. I got lucky. I had enough of a mix between closed and open that it kind of straightened it out, but I got darn lucky. Ah, alright. Well, it was well struck, but not on target. Okay, well, now I'm playing like the mature simmer. The excitement and the craziness has ended. We'll see if we can pick it up somewhere else in the future, but right now, it's not looking good. We're just getting back to parland. Ugh. Little strong, come on back. All right. Okay, 1 inch down. Hurt me. Yes. Thought it was gonna sit there. All right. Oh, yeah, we're in the afternoon. We got new daily quests, so cool. All right. I don't know if I can make 2. I need to make 2 every day to have a shot at getting the weekly 10 quests. I need to make at least 2. If I can get 3, there are some days that it will let you do that. Like if I have a finish around with a technician, for example, which I haven't had in forever, that would be great. A little bit of a push, closed, it basically straightens it out again. So, works out. Alright. Chef Boyardee. Alright, let's see. Let's try it this way. Ah, didn't like the sound, but I got perfect bookends. What kind of bounce are we gonna get? I almost needed it to take some off on the top. Alright, not that great, but not bad. So let's see. Alright. Well, let's at least get a birdie. If we happen to pull a miracle, we pull a miracle. This is an up and down, which I don't like. Okay, it's made the crest. Now go down. Ooh. Was getting kind of excited. I'm like, you are kidding me. But then reality set in. Alright. Awesome. Man. Get rid of that bogey. Get one more stroke back. That would be incredible. But it's alright. It sometimes happens. Certainly not the easiest course on earth here. Alright, 8 yards. That should be about it. Let's get a good quality swing. So again, I don't like par 3s. Not my favorite in any way. Okay, we're in the right position. We're going to come back. Again, the pin... Whoa, look at that. I did not think I'd come that far back, but... Wow. Okay. So let's see what we can do with this. Yeah. Okay. All right. If you're enjoying this, I am. I hope you are. If you're enjoying this, haven't dropped a like or subscribe. Even if you're not enjoying it, just subscribe and like. It's not going to hurt you. It's going to make me happy. And aren't you all about making people happy? Yeah, normally I don't say if you're enjoying this. I'm an honest YouTuber. We need it for the algorithm. I'd like you to subscribe and like. It really has nothing to do with if you enjoy it. If you don't enjoy it, you probably won't be watching. But hopefully I make it enjoyable enough that once in a while magic happens and sometimes disaster happens and you just don't know what you're going to get. My golf is like a box of chocolates. You just never know. I am Forrest Gump of golf. So, so yeah, we're going to go up here. Because that seems to be what we should do. I don't like that big push. I may be off the green, honestly. Yep. Well, I'm kind of right there. So, technically I'm on the green, but I don't know that I like being on the green there. Because this is far away, and it's going to be tricky. It's only going up a bit, but man, that looks like a big break. Oh, come on! How did that not go in? Come on! Wow, I feel robbed. I feel very robbed. Oh boy. Oh, come on. Now I really feel robbed. Okay, well, tricky holes. So, like I said, you never know. That's the joy of watching. I'm not one of those robots. I still have humanity within me. Ah, it felt odd. It was odd. All right, we got over the moon landing zone there. I was watching that. I'm like, what is coming up in front of me? But it worked okay. All right, I just need a... I don't know that I need a partial. We're kind of uphillish. All right, well, we got a weak rhythm, so that might be enough. Not quite. Not gonna make it easy. So, it's doing a lot of weird rolling. 2 inches up. It looks like way more than that, but maybe that's because it's going down on the back end a bit. That's not going to be hard enough. It's not online anyway, so I guess it don't matter. But that's not hard enough. It's just, again, being conservative. Didn't want to do anything dumb. Man. I've been on the verge of just an insane round, and I keep kind of getting pulled back to reality here. It's disappointing, in all honesty. Alright, yeah, I'm like, I know that's going to be a big leap. So, let's try this. Hoping this is the last of the par 3s. I cannot dial that backswing in. I'm very consistently pushing today. Alright. 1 inch down. It's not doing much. Nope. Oh, no. Alright. I was like, it's not gonna go. And then it suddenly curved way more than I thought. And for a moment, I had hope. And then it just didn't go in. And the hope went away. Because that's what happens when it doesn't go in the hole. Alright. I don't like this. So, we're going to do that. And we're going to assume that it's going to stop us. And you know what happens when you assume? Because I think that's what's, yep, going to happen here. It was just a bad shot. No, I was like, I'm not going to hit full, and I kind of got what I got. All right, heavy rough. I'm going to stick with the 4-iron, because if I go to a wood, I know I'm going to lose. Oh, actually, we can see here, so. Oh, we didn't lose that much. We actually just went from 90, 92 to 84, 86, so honestly, this is kind of stupid, but gotta go for it. I understand I'm going straight for the bunker. I'm either going to hop it. Oh, see, there you go. All right, well, and the hill should slow it down. So it's, is it really going to roll off the green? It is. Amazing. It crested and got up there. I really thought the hill was going to pull it back. But that's okay. I'm strong enough. I'm big enough. And by golly, people like me. You're not old enough to know what that is or relates to. It's a Google rabbit hole. You can go search. I'll leave it at that. Ah, really? Well, that was the unexpected garbanzo bean of the day. Come on, you are awful. You are awful. Unbelievable. How did you go that far over? You didn't. It shouldn't have done that. But whatever. The pain, the agony of defeat. Me and Jim McKay. Man, I am getting some lucky things with offsetting closes and opens. I cannot count on that. I need to dial it in. All right, we're going to lose 9, and then we're going to gain 2. So we are going to go over here, and we are going to do that. Because the net is 7. Is the loss. I'm still going to be short. Much more short than I thought. What are you doing? I'm not sure here. I think I'm feeling a little bit more. And I was wrong. Man, I think if I was back where I was, I still would have missed a little bit. Oh, that one hurt. They all hurt, but that one hurt. Just letting you know, it hurt. Man, such a solid, heavy start, and then... Ooh, the temptation. Okay, we're going to gain some. We're going to lose some. All right, this is a big one. All right, well, offset again, so we're okay. Are we far enough? We are, in fact, far enough. And we got a beautiful roll back. If it stops. Okay. Again, short of going in. That's definitely one of those. Short of going in. I don't know that it could have been any better. So, a birdie on a par 3 is a big, big deal for me. For the legends of PGA Tour, no. Those guys, they sleep birdies all the time. They only get excited when they get albatrosses. Oh no! Okay, well, so remember when I said it's a wasted shot? Here we go. Oh my god, really? Even better. No, no, no. No, we're not playing that game. We're making sure we're getting out of here. Okay. So, life sucks now. Man. I really didn't think I was hitting that bunker. I don't know. I mean, it happened. Because it happened. What are we doing here? Partials are such a pain. Alright, a little bit over, it says. Nice. Alright, let's at least par it so we don't give anything back. Let me go back a bit. Because, yeah, I'm like, it'll move, but it ain't gonna move that much. Yes! Look at that, it heard me. So, 2, maybe we'll see. Oh, look, Pesky Peanut, I've heard of them. So they're in here. Like, there's a lot of really good players in here, which is scary. Pretty happy with the 9 under. I'm not as happy as I could be with more, because I kind of was really close to that right away, and then I just kind of let all the air out of my balloon in the back half. But we're going to get a new shot type here. How exciting is that? Tier 25. Welcome to the power approach. There it is, that big thing right there. Look at that. A more powerful shot for approaching the green. Hence, power approach. So woods, hybrids. Hybrids don't have any, don't want any. Long irons from the fairway or the first cut. So we can't do it from heavy rough. So that's good to know. Don't know how well it'll work. All right, so this is just the daily quest. And I guess Clubhouse Pass Climb. So we must have gotten this as part of the level up as well, I'm assuming, right? No? I don't know what Clubhouse Pass Climb Season 4 means, but okay. Okay, so that we got with the power approach. And then that's the round completion, and that's it. And then, all right, so whatever that was, we got XP and VC. XP doesn't help us any. And then, yeah, more XP for the golf bag. So the scary thing is, I think Pesky Peanut got, yeah, they got 22 in one round, which, come on. So that's what I mean, just the craziness of the crazy. But hey, if people are good, people are good. Good on them. The interesting thing is I don't see them on the scoreboard unless maybe their platform name is something else. I don't know. Round 1 in the books. We've got days and days and days to play round 2. It won't take that long. I'm too interested to wait too long. But I do need to step away right now, and I will see you next time.